Hello friends, in this lecture we are going to talk about the range of thallus in algae. Prior to this we have talked about the classification of algae based on the thallus. So friends, what is a thallus? The plant body in algae is a thallus. Thallus means a simple organization which shows absence of the complex organs like root, stem and leaves. It also shows absence of complex tissues like xylem and phloem. So thallus can be a single cell, a filament, colony or simply a parenchyma sheet. Now the range of thallus in algae. The thallus in algae may be unicellular or multicellular. Accordingly, there can be unicellular or multicellular algae. So thallus is also one of the criterion for classifying the algae. In the unicellular thalli, there can be motile or non-motile forms. And in multicellular thalli, we get variety of thallus ranges like the filamentous forms, colonial forms, heterotrichous forms, siphonaceous and parenchymatous forms. So this is in general the outline of the thallus structure in algae. So the thallus may be unicellular or multicellular. Now let us discuss these type of thalli in detail. First of all, the unicellular thalli. In the unicellular thalli, the forms can be motile or non-motile. The example of the non-motile form is the chlorella and the motile form is Chlamydomonas. So in the image you can see the photo of the chlorella. Chlorella is a single-celled green alga belonging to the division Chlorophyta. It is spherical in shape and measures 2 to 10 microns in diameter and it is without flagella. So chlorella is an example of the non-motile form. Now Chlamydomonas is an example of the unicellular motile form. Chlamydomonas is a green alga. It is unicellular with 2 flagella for swimming and it grows in stagnant water, on damp soil and in fresh water as well as in sea water. So in the photo you can see the 2 flagella of the Chlamydomonas and due to which it swims in water. So in unicellular forms the thalli can be motile or non-motile. Now next, the multicellular thalli. First of all, the filamentous thalli. In the filamentous thalli we can get the unbranched or branched forms. The examples of the unbranched forms include the Spirogyra, Oscillatoria and Udogonium. Spirogyra is a green alga. In the photo you can see the characteristic unbranched filament of Spirogyra. Spirogyra is named after its helical spirally coiled chloroplast. It is commonly found in freshwater habitats. Next example is the Oscillatoria, which is from the Cyanophyceae, that is blue-green algae. Oscillatoria is a genus of filamentous cyanobacteria, which is named after oscillation in its movement. So Oscillatoria is also an example of the unbranched filamentous form. Next example is the Udogonium. Udogonium is a filamentous free-living green alga, commonly found in quiet bodies of fresh water. Udogonium filaments are typically unbranched and only one cell in thickness. So Spirogyra, Oscillatoria and Udogonium are the examples of the unbranched filamentous forms. Now the examples of the branched filamentous forms. So branched filamentous habit is exhibited by the Cladophora, that is green alga, and Cytonema, which is a blue-green alga. In the image you can see the characteristic branched filaments of the Cladophora, that is green alga. Cladophora is a green alga found growing attached to rocks or timbers submerged in shallow lakes and streams. It also contains some marine species. The thallus is composed of erect or prostrate filaments which are branched. So the example of the branched form is the Cladophora. The next example is the Cytonema, which in fact shows characteristic false branching pattern. Cytonema is a blue-green alga. The species are either free-floating or grow attached to submerged substrates. Now in this photo you can see at this point this filament has broken. So this is the point where the filament has broken. Now from the broken point the two filaments are resuming the growth. You can see here. So the broken ends have resumed growth and grown extensively. So this is not a true branching, and this type of branching is regarded as a false type of branching. Now the next example is the heterotrichous thalli. The examples of the algae in this category are the Frishella and the Ectocarpus. In the heterotrichous forms we get the horizontal, that is creeping system, and the erect, that is vertical system. So these forms are characterized with the prostrate and erect systems. Now the first example is the Frishella, that is from the green algae. Frishella has upright branches and a system of prostrate filaments as well as colorless rhizoids that extend below the soil surface. So Frishella is characterized with this prostrate system and erect system as well as the rhizoids originating from this prostrate system. Heterotrichous literally means of different kinds. So branches are of different kinds, prostrate branches and erect branches. Next example is the Ectocarpus, which is from the Phaeophyceae, that is brown algae. In the Ectocarpus also you can see the prostrate system as well as the erect system. Ectocarpus is a marine brown alga that grows in intertidal to sublittoral zones of temperate regions. The thallus is profusely branched and shows two systems of filaments, prostrate and projecting filaments. In Ectocarpus, the erect system is more developed compared to the prostrate system. So in the second photo you can see this prostrate filaments and erect filaments. The erect system is more developed compared to the prostrate system.